Hello and welcome. My name is Jessica Gem. Happy Valentine's Day! Valentine's. The day for couples to be lovey-dovey and singles to eat lots of delicious chocolate. I realized that I haven't done a ton of actual ship art for couples that I've liked in media over the years. I had to limit this video to D&D because of time, but hopefully I'll get to other pairs soon. Also, these are all canon couples in their respective campaigns. Obviously, I've done art that is similar, but I really wanted to dedicate this video to a few sets to show them off. First, of course, we have my dear little Blorbos, Archie and Rael. They are characters from Celestia, the D&D campaign I'm in. Rael is the first character I ever made and played with, a half-elf draconic sorcerer turned Aasimar, and Archie is a human NPC that she started working with to build a town and church, that of Nathan Deus, Archie's adopted father. They went through quite a bit together, including literally dying for each other multiple times, so even though they are officially married, Till Death Do Us Part doesn't even begin to cover their commitment to each other. I've had so much trauma and a bit of fun with them too. So even though I've drawn them lots, they were an absolutely necessary pair for this topic. Second, we have, well, the second generation. The next couple I went with is a rather new one, and maybe a bit of a spoiler if you've been watching my D&D vids. Sachi and Quinn. Quinn, the human mortal, child of a noble in the Kingdom of the Sun, who was stolen by Volpez and Alice to claim as their own, who they made go to school at the same time as the other kids to mess with them. Sachi, the Aasimar daughter of Archie and Rael, younger twin sister of Linnell, raised by Leah and a student of Vecna. Sachi and Quinn have been friends since childhood, and felt a draw to each other's irresistible charisma. As a sorcerer and a bard, they make a powerfully persuasive pair, and I look forward to seeing what they can accomplish with their charms. And continuing off of that, the older twin Linnell, human daughter of Archie and Rael, sister to Sachi, and a victim of the demon prince Malconthet, stolen from childhood but returned to her parents to be raised again from youth in a safe sanctuary. Feeling a bit like a princess trapped in a tower, she grew slightly rebellious, and began pursuing the daughter of an old friend of her parents, Millie, the daughter of Lucas, the mayor of Lorenz, and Ashley, a tiefling and Lucas's wife. As a tiefling, her very blood was opposed to Rael's as an Aasimar, as angels and devils do not get along, and so, for slight disapproval of her parents, as well as a genuine grown attraction, they ended up as a pair. For our next sets, we have some Critical Role couples. I had heard of it when I started being interested in the concept of D&D in 2019 or something, but didn't actually watch any until I noticed that a new campaign was starting, Campaign 3. I checked out the first episode and immediately fell in love. I went back and started watching the first campaign from the beginning, and it took me quite a while, but I finally fully finished it just before the show came out. This couple is Vax and Keyleth, a half-elf rogue, twin of Vex, and a half-elf druid. Their dynamic is very sweet and innocent, and though it had a rocky start, due to them stopping the world ending around them, they ended up as a strong pair that will not be forgotten. Next up are Vex and Percy, a half-elf ranger, twin of Vex, and a human gunslinger. They are a more mature couple, only coming together later in the campaign with a much more understated fondness. However, that didn't stop them from building a family together and ruling their home city of Whitestone as the Lord and Lady. I've also been watching the third campaign as it's being played, and I'll be starting on the second soon. They're all different characters and stories in the same world, so they work as standalone, but are also super cool together as there are reappearances and cameos. This pair is Laudna, an undead sort of human sorcerer warlock, and Imogen, a human sorcerer. They had been friends for a very long time, traveling together and helping each other survive, with their relationship growing deeper through the hardships they're enduring. Occasionally, things are stirred up as everyone in their troupe has some fairly deep-rooted issues, and so we have yet to see where this goes, but it's certainly fun along the way. I had a bunch of other ships in mind, but ended up having to hold on to those for a different time, both for a consistent theme in the video as well as time and video length. But now they're in my head, so maybe you'll get some more couples soon. Some of these turned out better than others, but it was fun practicing interactions, and overall I'm pretty happy with them. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these ships put some wind in your sails. If you enjoyed this video, please grant me a like, and if you'd like to see some more of my art, subscribe to join me. That's all for now, so farewell and have a wonderful day.